Hello everybody, this is Daniel bringing you guys another walkthrough of Packet Tracer Lab. Today we're going to be going over the skills integration challenge for what I believe is module 12, ACLs. So this is basically just subnetting, OSPF, and ACLs if I remember correctly. So subnetting first, divide this into two equal subnets for use on branch. Alright, so let's figure out first what the extent of the subnet is. So it's a /19, it's a 255, 255, 255. Oh no, it's not, the octet's not 255, it's 128 plus 64 plus 32, which is 224.0. So a cool shortcut you can use is that you can find a wildcard mask here. So that's 31.0.255, I mean. You just add it to the IP address, the network address, I mean. And you get 159.255 here, I believe. Right, so this is the extent of the subnet. So from 128.0 to 192.168.159.255, or as they have written it in slash notation or whatever, prefix notation, /19, 192.168.192.16.128.0/19. So you want to figure out what the two equal subnets are. So if you want to figure out what a /18 subnet mask is, well, it's just 255.255.192.0, I believe. Actually, you want to go one more over, so it's 240.0. My bad. You want to go from /19 to /20, not from /19 to /18. That's my bad. Hopefully, like, by this point, you guys know what subnetting is. If not, I would highly recommend you go over, like, I think it was module 3 that day, first one over subnetting, because at this point, you just gotta be pretty fast with it, or else you're gonna be really hurting on the certification exams and for, like, questions like these where you just ask you, go configure the second last usable of whatever network. Okay, but since we know that it ends on 143.255, we can make a pretty good assumption that the next one's going to start on 144.0 and it's going to end on 159.255. Cool. And if you guys want the prefix notation for these, that'd be 128.0/1920. This would be 192.168.144.0/20. Okay. So last usable address of the second subnet to gig 00. Always double check to make sure you're putting the right subnet in. This is the right one. And remember, or subnet mask is 240.0. So let's see if I get points from that. I think it's right. Yeah, okay, cool. No shut, which is kind of necessary since we're already no shutted, but you know, security. And last usable of the first subnets, that's 254. If you're wondering where I'm getting the last usable from, I'm literally just subtracting 1 from the last IP here. So this becomes 254 and this becomes 254. You just copy this address over. That's the last usable. Okay. Document addressing, yeah, screw that. Configure branch, we just did that. Configure B1. Alright, so make sure you're using the second usable. Is this? Yeah, this is G01, I believe. No, this is G00. This is G01. Okay. So you want to use this subnet, I believe. No, you want to use the second subnet. You want to use this one. It's very confusing how they set it up. So it's 144.1. You just add 1 to find the first usable. I think that's what they're asking for here. Configure B1 using the first available address. So change the subnet to 240.0. Default gateway. Well, we already configured that. That is 159.254. Don't touch the DNS server. That's going to be something that they've set up by default. So we're just going to leave that alone. Document addressing. Yeah, no, I'm good. And let's go ahead and set up OSPF. So how many networks do we have here? It says don't advertise a link to internet, I think. Where is this at? Yeah, do not advertise link to internet. So we're just gonna leave that alone as they wish. type in 16.0.0, and then 18 is /18 is 255.255.1920, so that's going to be 63.255 area 0. This network over here, that is going to be once 1664.0. That's also going to be 63.255 area 0. And finally, we got to do the serial link, so 00 and .3 area 0. Let's go ahead and passive interface everything. And no passive interface. This is S001, I believe. Nope, 000. Cool. And let's go ahead and jump down here and set up the default route. So default information originate. I'm just doing this so I don't have to come back to this later. And IP route 00000000. And since this is a serial link, it does not really matter as to whether you use the next hop IP address or the outgoing interface. If it was an Ethernet connection, we'd probably be better off using the next hop IP. But here it's perfectly fine to just do like S001. And that would be fine. So let's go over to branch. Basically the same thing. So network advertising the serial link first this time. And then remember that we have two different subnets here. It's not actually this entire network. We got the /20 and the /20 going on here. Not one continuous /19 network. So router OSPF1 network 172.16.128.0, and then /20 is 255.255.240.0. So this is going to be 0015.255 area 0. I keep on forgetting that. And let's go ahead and just change this to a 44 to make this a little bit easier. Okay, configure everything as passive, so passive interface default. And then no passive interface 0000. That is it. So now we need to create a named server, named access list HQ server. So this is actually on a branch router, despite being called HQ server, because it's dealing with devices connected to the branch router from accessing some kind of remote location. So since we're obviously going to be using extended access list here, it's going to be best to place it closest to the source. In this case, the closest to the source would be on a branch router. So IP access list extended, since we're using a named extended access list, we're going to call this HQ server. And we're going to deny any computers attached to G00, so any, from accessing a host. So we're going to use the host keyword here. I believe it's HQ server PKA 22.16.0.1. Oh, right. IP, I believe, since it's just all access altogether. Yeah. Cool. And then permit IP any, and that should do it. 65. Yeah, there we go. Since this is dealing with things attached to G00 and we want to get this traffic over with as soon as possible, we want to throw it out if we need to as soon as possible. We're going to need to go ahead and go on to G00. Going to do an IP access group HQ server in so we can check for traffic as it is going into G00. That is it for this router, and we're going to go over here, HQ. So IP access list, extended branch server, since this is now dealing with PCs on the branch network. Sorry, this is dealing with PCs on HQ network, dealing with a remote connection to the branch site. So here we're gonna use a bit more complicated ACEs. So we're gonna do a deny TCP, since HTTP and TS use TCP. We're going to be blocking any computer, so we're gonna use any keyword and host, because this is only dealing with one host, branch server.pk, so it's 16.128.1. This is going to be on port 80 and on port 43, and we're going to allow all other traffic to go through. Finally, we're going to apply this to G00 because that is the closest interface to the source. We want to throw this traffic out as soon as we can. I believe it's on G00. I'm doing IP access list, access group, branch server in, because we want to be dealing with traffic as it comes into the router from on a G00 interface. That's it. This lab was pretty fast if you knew your subnetting, your OSPF, your access list. So yeah. Guess that's it. My name's Daniel Chen, official, not MLC anymore, and glad to go over this lab with you guys, and I'll just see you guys next week, I guess. See ya.